If you think you already know how to invest in 2026, think again. This video might offer a new perspective on how you understand markets, technology, and long-term economic shifts. Today, we're diving into the latest thinking from Cathie Wood, the founder of ARK Invest. Some call her approach controversial, others call it visionary. But ARK's focus on disruptive innovation continues to be a central part of the global investment conversation. And here's the key. We're not here just to listen to a famous investor. We're here to understand the logic behind these strategic bets. Because the real value for an investor is often not in specific predictions, it's in the mental model. ARK's core idea is something they call the Great Acceleration. The claim is bold. We are entering a decade where global economic growth could see a significant shift, driven by one central force, artificial intelligence. But from a third-party perspective, the most important insight is not the GDP number. The real insight is this. AI is not a sector, it's a system-level engine. It doesn't just create new products, it accelerates every other technology at the same time. Here's the mental model. AI needs more computing power, so it drives data centers, chips, and energy. Robots need AI, so AI moves into the physical world. Biotech feeds data into AI, so AI helps design potential new therapies faster. Blockchain provides decentralized infrastructure, so AI agents can coordinate real economic activity. This is not a linear chain, it's a feedback loop. Each technology makes the others grow faster, and that's why this cycle is fundamentally different from past tech revolutions. In the internet era, you had internet gives apps, gives users. In the AI era, you have AI energy, chips, robots, biotech, finance. Everything reinforces everything else. Most people focus on the visible, exciting stuff, humanoid robots, self-driving cars, reusable rockets. But here's a critical perspective. The long-term economic value is usually not just in the final products, it's in the infrastructure and enablers. The foundational layers, data centers, AI chips, cloud platforms, energy storage, digital payment rails, and AI protocols. These are the core bottlenecks. And bottlenecks are where value tends to be captured. Every AI application in the world depends on power, compute, bandwidth, and data. Whoever controls those layers is positioned to align with this acceleration. Not everything futuristic is necessarily investable today. Quantum computing may still be 15 to 20 years away from scale. The metaverse is still searching for widespread adoption. Many robotics companies currently have more demos than consistent revenue, so the real investor filter is not, is this cool? The real filter is the cost curve going down fast? Is adoption scaling rapidly? Does this unlock other industries? If the answer is yes, that may represent a structural trend. If not, it might just be a narrative. Reusable rockets sound like space technology, but the real implication is a more efficient global infrastructure. Humanoid robots sound like science fiction, but the real implication is transforming labor into scalable economic output. Self-driving cars sound like taxis, but the real value is in the evolution of logistics, delivery, and urban efficiency. Biotech sounds like medicine, but the real shift is AI potentially compressing years of development into months. Again, the product is not the whole story, the economic loop is the story. So what does this mean for our strategic approach? Here's a simplified framework. Don't just look at single trends, look at systems. Follow multipliers, not just headlines. Look for feedback loops, not isolated winners. Understand the infrastructure before the applications. Consider 10-year cycles over quarterly fluctuations. The next decade may not favor those who simply chase the next hot stock. It could reward those who understand how technology compounds. The Great Acceleration is not about AI replacing humans. It's about AI connecting everything into one accelerating economic engine. This is shifting from a simple stock-picking game to a system analysis game. If you understand the engine, you don't need to rely on guesswork. You can better align your perspective with the acceleration. If this way of thinking resonates with you, if you care more about understanding systems than chasing headlines, then you're in the right place. This channel is focused on mental models, long-term logic, and how technology reshapes capital and wealth. To stay ahead of the curve by understanding the engine behind the trends, make sure you subscribe.